Lasagna table 42. We're fixing to make meat sauce.
Okay, fixing to make it.
We got some oil, fresh chopped garlic.
Holy moly.
Coarse ground beef, ground pear tomatoes.
Tomato paste?
Salt and pepper, basil. I usually cook it for 6 hours. This is our homemade Italian sausage.
Okay.
Homemade meatballs.
Got it.
Those are 2 of the ingredients that are ground into the lasagna mix.
We've got the
Sausage and
Italian
meatballs.
got it.
Sopressata, prosciutto ham.
What's the cheese?
Mozzarella. Then we've got ricotta, butter, parsley, salt and pepper, eggs,
And let me guess.
Romano. Now we make the lasagna.
Now we make it. The pasta sheets have been blanched in salt water.
Yes. I'm just gonna oil this up. I'm gonna start here.
A lot of pasta.
The mixture.
You're a dangerous man.
Now we're gonna put meat sauce on. More pasta.
And this is gonna bake at what, 350 for how many hours?
For 3.5 hours.
It's a monster.
All right. Meat sauce on top, a little bit of parsley, about a little basil.
So Hunter and I are right off the Strip in Las Vegas. And Hunter, when you were going to UNLV, what was one of your favorite places to eat at?
Oh, pizza joints, always.
Exactly. But out of 10 pizza joints, how many are great?
You like one.
How do you find that great place?
Dad, it's easy. You watch Triple D.
Haha, that's my boy. This is Marsigliano's Pizzeria and more.
2 minutes to serve.
When I find something good like this, I tell everybody.
Sam, grab me another 18-inch dough, please.
Richie is salt of the earth.
He does it right. He does it with a smile.
He doesn't want customers, he wants family.
But Richie Marsigliano walked away from his family's pizza business as a kid on Staten Island, only to come full circle in Vegas after a tough life lesson. You got in some trouble.
Yes.
Went away for a couple years.
Yes.
So when you got out, your first job was working for Chuck.
At the barbecue place.
John Moles.
John Moles.
As a dishwasher.
And he said to me, you're a great worker, but your life sucked.
You now own a restaurant that's being featured on the Food Network.
Yes, I am.
Dude, that's insane.
The lasagna pizza going in.
Richie's taken his traditional lasagna and his pizza, and he's just found a good little balance.
Mind-blowing. I've never seen anything like that.
What are we building next, Chef?
Bolognese sauce for the
Bolognese.
lasagna pizza.
Got it.
Fresh garlic, carrots, celery, onion. After it's all sweated,
Pull that out, bring the meat in and brown it.
exactly,
80-20,
mixed with a little pork. Let this all brown up real nice. Dump this back in, the Worcestershire, some red wine, pepper, garlic, a little secret seasoning.
You're not gonna tell us what that is?
No, garlic powder right here.
Oh,
There's the onion powder.
there it is.
Parsley. Then we're gonna brown this up a little.
That's the marinara that we made.
Tomato paste, bay leaf over here.
Italian parsley. How long is this gonna cook, Chef?
Maybe about 45 minutes.
Beautiful.
So we're gonna go right into make the lasagna pizza. We opened up the dough, marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, the bolognese sauce, ricotta cheese. We're gonna make 2 pizzas the same way.
Okay, so one's done, bake it off. Get the next one done, bake it off. Now I got it. All right, Chef, let's see it. 2 pies are down.
Drape it all around, tuck it in.
Tuck me in after this.
Back in the oven.
8 minutes.
Just to brown off the
That's
top.
it.
Look at the size of that.
I love this garlic butter touch on the top.
Parmesan cheese.
Little fresh basil.
Then we're gonna cut this massive thing. You got a little side marinara with it.
Go ahead. That is a lot of pie.
Oh my gosh.
It's got great texture, it's got great chew. I think it's genius.
Let's see it.
Huh?
You're a madman.
Man's an animal.
Pizza lasagna ready to go.
Top layer's kind of crispy with that garlicky flavor.
Right?
Good.
Pizza and lasagna in the same dish. It's amazing.
So I'm here in Monterey, California, known for Cannery Row and awesome seafood. Well, I'm in the locals area. I'm downtown to check out a joint that the locals love, an old school, family-run Italian joint. This is Rosine's.
Angel hair pasta.
We're down 2 or 3 times every week because it's our favorite restaurant.
Chicken parmesan.
I don't like it. I love it.
It's better than my Sicilian grandma's.
Wow, someone's out of the will. Authentic Italian's been headlining this joint since 1980, when Chef Jim Colcassi's parents, Jim and Rosine, made it a family affair.
Everything is absolutely amazing. I've never had a bad meal here. Lasagna.
And the lasagna with the layers and stuff, it's really nice.
Okay, well, let's get into making this.
We are making our Jim Special filling for our lasagna.
You who?
Jim Special, my father's name.
Did he make this, or your mom made this for your dad?
My mom for my dad.
That's beautiful. All right, fire it up, man.
All right, we start off with olive oil, then we drop in our ground chuck.
We're all browned up. Next up,
Onions, mushrooms, oregano,
granulated garlic.
sweet basil, touch of salt, and pepper. We let this cook,
Okay.
then we add the nutmeg,
then the spinach.
And all that is gonna work as the layering inside of lasagna.
Yes.
Next up?
We're going to build the lasagna.
Together.
We start off with our red sauce on the bottom, pasta sheets, and then we go with ricotta. Jim Special. Next, Parmesan cheese, Jack cheese.
Jack?
Jack, more sauce.
How many layers?
4.
Off in the oven at what temp?
350 for an hour.
Bring it out, let it cool.
Let it cool. There we go. Sauce the top, little Parmesan cheese and parsley. There we go.
This has got multiple layers, super rich and thick, tender pasta, creamy, all the balance. That's the example of lasagna like your mom used to make. Jimbo, nice job, man. Nice job, Mom did it right.
She sure did.
All right, here you guys go. Here's your lasagna. It's like the perfect amount of meat and cheese.
How's that lasagna? It's as big as your head?
It is enormous and it is incredibly tasty.
So about 2 miles west of downtown Nashville on Murphy Road, to check out a joint where a chef who's a transplant from New York City had a couple places. You've probably heard of him, the Dancing Bear, the Red Rooster, and for the last 15 years, he's been rocking this place. This is Cafe Nonna.
The home-style preparation feels like you're sitting at Grandma's house.
So it's fitting Chef Danny Mangiapito named the joint for the woman who first got him into cooking.
My interest came from watching my grandmother cook.
So while studying at culinary school helped him learn the science, his Nonna's at the heart of every dish. Like his take on her Italian classic.
We've got the lasagna.
Piled 8 layers high. Hit it, Danny.
We've got the filling for the lasagna. So what we have here is some whole milk ricotta cheese.
Okay.
Add the cream to it, shallots,
okay.
Garlic, sage, dried oregano, dried basil, crushed red pepper, salt and pepper. Then we whip it. Whip it good.
See?
All right, so what we're gonna do first when we layer this all together, we're going to add some marinara sauce. Next, lasagna sheets.
A nice fresh lasagna.
Then we add some of the ricotta mixture. Add some spinach. Put another layer down, and we put in the middle goes the butternut squash.
Rustic, baby.
Some more layers of lasagna going down. Then again, we put some more of the ricotta down.
That's a lot of ricotta.
A lot of ricotta. Then we put some more of the spinach.
Of the entire garden. Very nice.
Yeah. Another layer.
Okay.
All right, we put that on, and then to finish it off, we top it with the marinara sauce.
Awesome. I mean, I've made a lot of lasagna. I've never seen it look this rustic.
We freewheel it here. Hit it with some Parmesan cheese here. We got some shredded mozzarella right here.
Okay. This goes in the oven how long?
400 degrees for about an hour, hour and a half.
Covered.
Covered.
So here's our cooked off lasagna.
Now it's ready to portion.
Oh, look at that.
So we put it in the pan. Hit it with a little bit of marinara sauce.
Okay.
Hit it with some Reginito Parmigiano, some mozzarella, and then we put it in the oven for 10 minutes. All right, so this is the finished product. And what we do is we put down the Mornay sauce, has a little bit of Parmesan in it. Take a little bit of Swiss chard that's been steamed. Then we take the lasagna.
There we go.
A little bit of marinara sauce like that.
Wow.
Hit it with some Parmesan cheese, a little bit of fresh basil. And then these are some fried julienne carrots, julienne zucchini, and julienne squash.
Nothing wrong with that. And that's all she wrote.
And that's all she wrote. That's Lasagna Nonna.
And this is the kind of lasagna that your grandmother would make when you were a kid.
This is sort of my version. I wanted to put a little spin on it.
You know what I like is look at the amount of spinach this guy puts in this lasagna. Nice big thick noodles in there. You definitely don't hold back on the cheese. 3 different sauces in there. I mean, you put a lot of time work into it.
Yes, sir.
And it tastes like it. Nice job, Chef.
Thank you.
Really nice. Welcome to Mulberry Italian Ristorante.
Lasagna for table 7.
This place is awesome. I love it.
Order up.
A lot of Italian food in Buffalo. How does this rate?
I think it's the best. Yoki Mulberry. The food beyond belief. It's just wonderful.
Like eating at home, Italian at home.
No surprise there.
I grew up Italian.
You learned to cook with your mom and your grandma?
Right down the street.
But owner Joe Yergi
Table 4.
figured out his favorites in New York City. Now, every time you go down, you do what?
Eat like crazy.
So when he opened this place,
Shredded Mott's over here.
he brought his two worlds together.
All the different things that I've tasted and tried with a little bit of grandma's touch and mom's touch. How long that lasagna been?
Chicken Parmesan. Delicious.
Homemade lobster ravioli.
There's more lobster in this than at the last lobster dinner that I had.
Take a meatball, please.
I don't know what he does with his meatballs, but it's delicious.
And for his next trick, Joe's doing 45 pounds of handmade lasagna. Handmade pasta, handmade sauce. Let's do this.
All right.
So we got the all-purpose flour.
00.
Oh, this is 00.
00, yes, sir.
00 flour is the optimum. Really high gluten. So we're gonna create a well, get the eggs in.
The salt.
Now, are you doing food processor, or this is always how you do it?
Always by hand, because it's the right way to do it.
A little oil. This is about as old school as it gets right here. How much will this make us?
2 layers of lasagna.
And how many layers you got?
4.
You gotta double that up?
Right.
Now you'll let this rest, what, half hour?
Wet towel over it.
Okay, so we got our dough rested. Work your magic.
A little semolina flour. Cut a little bit off.
So you got somebody back here full time almost doing this.
We do it by committee.
Just making it to a workable size so you can get it into the machine. I think it could use a little oil.
Yeah, no question. Nice and thin. That's about it.
Ready? Rundown, brother.
All right, I'm gonna butter this pan, and I'm gonna throw some panko in there. Just get these fresh sheets. Build the wall first.
I feel like I'm at some cake decorating competition, and you're making the lasagna cake. How many of these you make a day?
2 of them every day. 3 on Saturdays. With the sauce.
You make the tomato sauce too?
Absolutely. Meatballs, please.
All that time and attention you did to those meatballs, you're just gonna go and slice them right up, throw them right on the bottom of this thing.
That's right.
Wow. Little Mott's and Parm combo. Another sheet of pasta.
A little bit more sauce on there.
Now chicken. We can get the whole coop in there. More Mott's and Parm.
Right.
Another sheet of pasta. And then what?
Stuffed hot pepper mixture. This needs a little bit of sauce first.
Now sausage and peppers. I feel like I'm in lasagna surgery here at Flavortown Memorial. Dr. Joe's been working feverishly. Then another layer of the pasta, and then the ricotta on top.
Yes, sir.
Which is tossed with a little
fresh parsley and a little bit of garlic. I think our patient's progressing nicely. Put just a little bit more sauce on there, and then we're just gonna fold this over.
Pick it up a nice.
I think we'll cover the patient. I expect a full recovery, probably within the next hour or so.
At what temperature?
375.
Like it. Look at that. Over the top with the marinara.
Right.
So we're getting here and spot me. That's seriously the portion. Garnished with some Parmigiano Reggiano.
And some fresh basil.
Mr. Bunyan, I don't know if I want to eat it or climb it.
That's the way we do it.
Look at this right here. Sticks together. Wow, man.
Good?
That's not good. That's great. It's rich. It's flavorful. Everything you want a lasagna to be. And quality.
My man.
Nice job, Joe. We have to get you your tattoo. That's some gangster lasagna right there. I don't whip that out all the time. That lasagna, that deserves it.
Just a lot of meat. It's nice and spicy. It's got the hot peppers in there.
Did you really eat that whole mountain?
I'm trying to finish the rest.
I'm waving the flag, man. I'm done.
Awesome food. I would come here and munch every single day that I could.
Ordering a summer caprese, please.
So you guys will be back?
Oh, yeah, within the next couple of days.
Sweet potato lasagna. Can't have a lasagna without a marinara. So we got our fire roasted Romas, tomato paste, some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, minced garlic, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, and some onion powder.
Let this cook down
for about 20-30 minutes until it gets nice and married flavors together, and then we give it a quick blend. All right, we're gonna make our ricotta. Feta, cream cheese, sour cream, basil, oregano, salt and pepper, garlic.
And whip this, whip it real good. What are we doing with sweet potatoes?
We're gonna slice them, and then we're gonna start stacking. This is gonna be our ragu.
So the ground beef,
diced onion, Italian seasoning.
Got the garlic deglazed with the red wine.
We're gonna dump our marinara in, give it a good mix. Potatoes on the bottom.
Sweet potato.
We're gonna take our ragu.
Now the funky ricotta with the feta.
Party cheese.
3 layers of this monster.
We're gonna throw it in the oven, 350 for about an hour and a half, and it is ready to rock.
There you go. That's a super scooper.
Extra marinara on there with our party cheese, and we're gonna fire it in the oven just to melt the cheese. There's our sweet potato lasagna.
Dynamite. Your sweet potato holds it together. You got a hearty marinara. That's all of the lasagna you want with none of the guilt of the carb of the pasta. Out of the park, buddy. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, Chef Antonia, last stop. What do you think?
Vegan Puerto Rican food blew my mind. I do not know if I have any more room for this.
Well, you've got to have room because this place in particular is pretty amazing. This is where the locals go. Matter of fact, we're in an industrial area. This place is only open Monday through Friday, but everybody that loves that true Puerto Rican food comes here.
I do not know how you do this every day.
This is El Fogón de la 31.
This is chicken breast with trifongo and cheese sauce. Anything you eat from here, it's great.
Pernil for Maria.
You feel that you are in a home.
It's like your grandma making.
So if you can't get the traditional Puerto Rican food at your grandmother's house,
Yeah.
this is the place you come.
Or grandma just doesn't want to cook that night.
Ajá. Pastelón de amarillo, arroz y habichuela.
The pastelón is our Caribbean lasagna.
What is the menu today?
The pastelón de amarillo.
So we start with the sofrito.
Onions, peppers, ají dulce. It's like a pepper but sweet. Garlic clove.
And the sofrito is such the basis for so much like Puerto Rican cooking.
And this is a pimiento morrón. It's a pepper and the cilantrillo.
Espezote.
Yes.
Recao.
Recao.
Aha. It's much flavor.
The sofrito is made. Now time for the picadillo.
I love picadillo because like all you want to do is pick at it while you.
That's why they call it.
Is it?
Picadillo.
No, it isn't.
No, but it sounded
It
good.
sounded good.
Ground beef, vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, sazon,
Beautiful.
vegetable oil,
Okay, so cook it a little bit.
sofrito,
That is just flavor city right there.
tomato sauce,
Cook this down, and then we're gonna work on the frijoles.
water, and pig feet for overnight. In the morning, cook the beans
And the pig's feet.
with the pressure cooker.
Water?
Water, yeah.
For how long, chef?
After this sound.
It's a universal language, folks.
For pressure cooker.
Doesn't matter where you're from, everybody knows. And this is gonna be the flavoring for the rest of the beans.
Yes, and the perfect.
And the pig's feet.
First, the oil, sofrito, tomato sauce, onions, peppers, pumpkin,
Interesting.
potatoes, sazon, salt, cilantro.
Beans and some water.
Yep.
And how long is this gonna cook, chef?
20 minutes.
This is traditional.
Yeah.
Let's build the lasagna.
Yellow plantains,
Fried.
egg for glue,
The delicious picadillo.
cheese,
Plantain, glue, meat, cheese.
I'm serious, Mommy. I watched a show and Chef Antonio was on there and she said she put glue in the food. We just put it in the oven.
10 minutes at 300.
Oh.
This is the pastelón.
Gorgeous.
It's like the lasagna that I make at home with the crispy,
Yes.
crunchy cheese.
I gotta try the beans and the pig's feet.
I'm going lasagna.
The beans are so unbelievable. I don't know that I've ever been this excited about beans. Silky, and they just melt in your mouth. The sweet plantain, you fried it really well to where it's got great texture.
Never in a million years did I think, I mean, honestly, as an Italian, that I'm gonna eat lasagna with rice and beans. And the sauce on the beans, as you mix that with the picadillo, it's almost like the sauce that was like needed for the lasagna. Really good.
10 of 10.
The combination of the flavor of the meat and the sweet is very good.
So I'm here in Maui, just up the street from the Andaz Hotel. Oh, you boys found it, good deal.
Yeah, we've been here before. We came with Mom, we sat in the back. We came around the back, actually.
I knew this place sounded familiar. It's a husband and wife team. She does the baking, he scratch makes everything, and I'm telling you, everyone talks about it. This is Matteo's Osteria.
I got gnocchi.
His food is so authentic.
It's like walking into a little piece of Italy.
Cheese meatball.
You feel like your mom, who wants you to have the best, is cooking for you.
It may not be Mom, but Chef Matteo Mistura did get a love for cooking at his family's restaurant in Italy. And now he and his wife, Gianna, are bringing La Famiglia Italiano to Maui.
Italian food is just so amazing. We all love it.
So there is a good combination of modern and traditional Italian cooking. Lasagna coming up.
When I tasted his lasagna, I was like, my grandma's in the room again.
It's just creamy and delicious.
I can assume we're starting off with the
bolognese.
Okay, the bolognese.
We start with the oil, Italian sausage, mirepoix.
To give that natural sweetness.
This is local ground beef, grass-fed. This kind of things is a morning job for me. Talk to the bolognese.
I'm gonna have my Zen moment with my bolognese.
Bolognese talking to me.
Let's go, kids. This guy's crazy. He's talking to the bolognese.
I can add the mortadella next.
Let me see. That's not mortadella.
Look at that. Look at that.
Just make sure that's mortadella.
It really is mortadella. Boy, that's good. Is there more mortadella?
Deglaze with the Sangiovese wine.
That's not real Sangiovese.
That's bay leaves, rosemary, tomato sauce. I import canned tomatoes
from Italy.
The Vildemi.
If you could see, guys, the viscosity of this, and that comes from when you make your own demi. How long is this gonna simmer?
At least it's 3 hours. Now we're gonna go in the back.
We're gonna get into making the pasta?
First the flour, I mix it with salt, and then I add the eggs.
Got it.
I let it work 15 minutes, and I need to wrap it and let it rest for an hour.
Can you guys hear all this outside?
Why can't we just come in?
Matteo caught you over at the prosciutto slicer.
We got cameras.
Okay, you guys can come in.
The flour and semolina mix.
Folding it in thirds when you're folding it in half to continue to build the layers.
So this is ready.
Nice.
He's taking the measurement of the half pan.
You go.
Hey, let's go take a watch.
Did they just leave us? They did.
Blanch the pasta. I use bechamel sauce on the bottom, give a nice moist pasta sheet. More bechamel. The bolognese that we made.
Parmigiano Reggiano.
Mozzarella cheese.
And it just keeps going.
5 layers of love.
5 layers of love. Par bake this for how long?
15, 20 minutes. I flip it on a cutting board, cool it, portion it, bechamels.
When it's time for service, you bake it in the
I
terracotta
bake
bowl.
it at 10 minutes with the foil on.
Okay.
Another 5 to 10 minutes without the foil because I like that nice, crusty, cheesy. Don't touch it. It's very hot. Parsley, Parmesan cheese.
And that's all she wrote.
You're gonna share.
No. We speak the same language. Young grasshoppers, I want you to learn the discipline of how to enjoy one bite at a time. See, I like how you got that nice and crispy on top. Just watch, guys. It's delicious.
This doesn't hurt us at all.
This is rustic, super balanced. You really get the bolognese. And it's not heavy, and it's bright, really clean flavors. We should have popped a couple in for the boys.
My mouth's just
I got a full tray for them.
Your lasagna?
The toasted melted cheese really gives it a nice little crunch. It's good stuff.
I think I'll be able to actually finish the entire dish, and that's not common with lasagna, but this, I could pound it out.
I heard about this family that started off in the fair business, and then they went and opened a restaurant. This is Grammy's Goodies.
Coming to this place is like going to your grandma's house.
Because Grammy's is actually filled with Grandma's recipes, which Vicky Corder, her husband Jeff, and their kids first started selling at festivals. And when business boomed, they expanded to a full-fledged restaurant.
Jeff's Original Cannoli.
I feel like all the food here is larger than life.
Sauce and lasagna.
Have you seen lasagna that big?
Not before, no.
It's the cheesiest lasagna you'll ever eat.
What are we starting with?
My grandmother's
Okay,
Sunday sauce.
okay.
Olive oil, pork ribs, and neck bones.
Any prosciutto?
No.
How did you know what that was?
Because I'm Italian.
You call it prosciutto in Denver?
I call it prosciutto because
Well,
I'm not
from
New
New
York. Garlic salt.
What's up next?
She made us put everything in the sauce in threes because it blessed the sauce. Father,
So 1 garlic.
Son, Holy Ghost.
That's a lot of garlic.
That's the perfect amount of garlic.
I thought so too. That's what I meant to say.
Onion, parsley.
What about the Father and the Son?
I'm saying it to myself.
I want to be in on it.
Crushed tomatoes, fresh basil, black pepper,
And salt.
Tomato paste goes in.
And a lot of water. And how long is this going to cook?
About 3 hours.
What's up next?
Nana's meatballs.
Is Nana different than Grammy?
No, I called her Grammy. My kids called her.
Nana.
It's half pork, half ground beef. Mix it together.
Now, she taught you these recipes by you standing next to her, or did she just throw you right in the mix?
She had horrible arthritis.
Oh,
so
really?
I was her hands. Chopped onions, soft breadcrumbs, basil, garlic,
You guys love your garlic.
parsley, Romano cheese,
Salt.
black pepper, and eggs.
How many meatballs will this make?
About that tray's worth.
Okay, good.
They're about 1/3 of a pound.
Ooh, we're really coating the pan up, huh? So we're not just gonna bake them, we're gonna also give them a little pan fry. 350 degrees, how long?
15 minutes.
Next up?
Whole milk ricotta cheese, black pepper, eggs, fresh parsley, mozzarella provolone blend, and Romano cheese.
How many layers are you making?
Probably 6.
Okay, just shout it out when you know the answer.
You make me so nervous.
I'm just standing there talking. Granted, I'm questioning
The place of my origin.
Well, that we know is just a gigantic farce. Did you see how you're trying to kick me on Triple D? All right, Vic, let's see it.
Olive oil. We line our noodles up. It's got to be 7 by 7.
It's got to be 7 by 7.
Sauce. About half the cheese on this layer.
How much of the sausage is going in there?
All of it.
That's a lot of sausage.
The family that makes it has been in business for 100 years. They were friends of my grandmother.
Got it.
Noodles.
Noodles again. Sauce again. Cheese again.
Meatballs.
Oh, this should be an interesting number.
A lot of meatballs.
Well, that can't be the real way, Vic. I think I'm being
12.
told a story. 12.
It's 12.
Okay.
How many do I have in there now?
I have no clue.
Me either. Provolone. Noodles.
How long is this gonna bake? 4 years?
About 3 hours.
Whoa! That is a monster. Oh, the parsley made it healthier.
Yeah, eat your vegetables.
One small bite for man. So I know that this is the lasagna portion for the entire family. Lots of ricotta, delicious meatballs, tender pasta, dynamite sauce. You make this roll yourself also?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. This is old school American Italian, exactly the kind of lasagna I would expect to go and get at Grammy's house. Dynamite. Wait a second. Lasagna at a barbecue joint.
I've never had lasagna like this before in my life.
It's like a meat pie. It's like the perfect combination of Italian lasagna and barbecue.
So we're brining chicken for what?
Barbecue lasagna.
Ow, we just did great. And now you're gonna make me lasagna?
Everyone seems to love it. It's very good.
We'll see.
Hot water.
So the sugar.
Kind of melt it down a little bit. Salt. Fresh garlic.
Okay. Red chili flake. Some thyme.
Cool the water down before the chicken goes in so it doesn't start to cook the chicken.
How long are you gonna let this brine?
24 hours.
Bring it out, dry rub it into the smoker, and how long is it gonna go in the smoker?
About 4 hours.
What temp?
225.
Shred it. And now we're gonna make barbecue lasagna.
Yes, we are.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Put a little sauce on the bottom to keep it from sticking.
We got noodles that have been cooked off.
And we'll start building our layers. Do pulled pork first.
You think that's enough pork? I was kidding.
Yes. A little more sauce.
Okay. So we're gonna glue it all together with some cheese.
Another layer.
There you go.
A little sauce on it. Our second layer is gonna be the pulled chicken.
It has all my favorite food groups in it.
Top layer, spicy Cajun sausage.
That's been cooked and rendered down. A meal like this looks like you're gonna be feeding UFC fighters.
We decorated every one of these, initials, a couple hearts. We wrap it.
It's gonna go in the oven for an hour. I can't wait to see this.
There we go. I'll give you a normal size piece.
You got a ton of protein, good amount of cheese, and a lot of noodle. Al, buddy, I'm gonna tell you, it's exactly what you want. When you want some pasta, you want some barbecue, because that right there shouldn't work for a lot of reasons, because of how big it is and how much flavor there is, but it is really good. You got enough meat in there, but not too much, just done in balance. That is true indulgence, dude. Well done.
It's richer and heartier and just has a really good flavor.
I didn't know what to expect eating barbecue lasagna, but it's phenomenal. It's really good.